Well, what's going on? KWP Universe, wrestlingaddict100 back with you here for another round of predictions. Pretty much, I've been out of the predictions game for quite some time, face to face, as it were. Pretty much, for those that don't know, I've suffered a bit of technical issues as of late. And as you can tell, since last time I made a video, something's missing. Something is about to get reclaimed though. With these predictions, these are the best possible scenarios I can think that will happen at the Royal Rumble 2017. The most unpredictable Royal Rumble in God knows how long. Pretty much I'm going to be predicting all of the matches here, including the pre-show. Now, don't be confused, the pre-show doesn't actually do anything to the title predictions, like there's no points at stake, but this is just in case these matches do make it onto the main card, because we've seen this happen before. So the first match I'm going to talk about is Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Club for the Raw Tag Team Championships. There will be 2 referees assigned to this match after what happened on Monday Night Raw a week or so ago. Pretty much they've not quickly rushed the titles onto Cesaro and Sheamus, they've just put them on them, and you know, they were the first team to be able to beat the New Day in their whole reign, and they did it quite effortlessly. And the Club, you know, WWE's just not doing anything with them, anything good. I don't know if the idea has changed to have Enzo and Cass be ready for those tag team titles by WrestleMania. That was the plan, like, when they first debuted, that they were going to hold them away from those titles up until WrestleMania. I'm seeing a retain here, Cesaro and Sheamus. Cesaro, I think that's what, they don't have a tag team name just yet. They should still retain the Raw Tag Team Championships. Unfortunately for the Club, I like the Club personally, but WWE just don't seem to be behind them. Match number 2, we have Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. This one seems relatively straightforward. It's going to be one of those ones where Nia picks up the first win and Sasha Banks should come back. It's going to be a classic underdog story, and this program should all theoretically be over by WrestleMania if you really think about it. So Nia Jax to win this one, continuing to look like the dominant heel. That leg injury is going to get worked over in this one. And then the third pre-show match, which has just been announced, is Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella and Naomi versus the Women's Champion Alexa Bliss, the returning Mickie James and Natalya. Every other video I've watched has said Team Heels. I'm jumping straight on that bandwagon, riding it to WrestleMania. Team Heels, you've got the Women's Champion and you've got a returning superstar. And you've got Natalya. Like, that should be it. And then when these feuds start to boil down into singles actions, that's probably where you see the faces start to win. Rightio. Onto the actual card, we have Rich Swann versus Neville for the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. The self-professed king of the Cruiserweights, I do see, is going to claim his rightful place as the Cruiserweight Champion and maybe bring a bit of life into 205. Rather than people just having to get excited about Noam Dar, Cedric Alexander, and, Jack Gallagher every week. Maybe they can actually start being excited for a new Cruiserweight Champion, a heel Cruiserweight Champion. Again, Neville's the most established one of the whole lot on that whole thing with the WWE audience. He's been really good since he came back. He had that very dominant win against a debuting superstar at the UK tournament, I should add. So that was something in itself. I think that's the part everyone seems to be skimming over, is Neville actually beat a debuting superstar in his hometown. I know, that would be the reason a lot of people would be like, oh, but that's why he won. WWE don't always see it that way. So, there's got to be a new champion somewhere on this card, and I'm going for Neville. Next up, we're going to talk about Charlotte Flair and Bayley for the Raw Women's title. 3, 2, 1, Charlotte Flair. The streak will survive until WrestleMania, because that's where WWE likes to kill streaks. We should know this by now, people. Next up, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns for the Universal title. It's a no disqualification match, but Chris Jericho is suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Why add the no DQ if you want to get rid of Chris Jericho? It just seems Roman Reigns is backing Kevin Owens into a corner. You'd think once they added the no DQ stipulation that Chris Jericho wouldn't have to be above the ring, but there will be shenanigans. I want to go with the retain here. I'm picking Kevin Owens will hold on to the belt at least up until Elimination Chamber, if not further into the future. Finally, we talk about AJ Styles and John Cena for the WWE Championship. My logic is John Cena could win this one just because no one knows with John Cena if he'll actually be around for WrestleMania. He may decide to go film something, or he could get injured. You know, John Cena does have a pretty big injury list of things. They probably just want him to tie the record, but hopefully AJ can win it back. Hopefully an Elimination Chamber inside the actual chamber itself. And AJ needs that WrestleMania moment a lot more than John Cena. Tell me you don't agree with me. Finally, the Royal Rumble match. How we're doing it this year is we're not going to take the picks of 5 and then, you know, they place on our lists is how many points you get. This time it's going to be a lot more interesting and a lot harder to predict. We're literally going to pick one person that's already been announced for the Rumble and then a debuting superstar that could potentially come in and win it. So, for my superstar that has already been announced, I'm going, like, here's the field. I'm going out of that way. I'm going way out that way. I'm going Bray Wyatt to win it this year. Don't ask me why. A lot of people are saying Randy Orton's the new favourite. I'm thinking Bray Wyatt. This could be a potential Bray Wyatt, John Cena thing at WrestleMania, if they would decide to do it. And then hopefully Bray Wyatt can somehow get that redemption on John Cena that happened, you know, at WrestleMania 30, where Cena absolutely crushed his career. Bray Wyatt needs something. He's been a SmackDown Tag Team Champion, I get it, but he needs a decent singles title reign. He'll do some tricky shenanigans. He'll go through the middle of the rope. It'll be a Rusev thing, but they won't realise it. And it could boil down to Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Who's to say? I know there's a lot of big names in there. People are saying The Undertaker to win, Finn Balor to win, Goldberg to win, Brock Lesnar to win, Braun Strowman to win. I'm going way left field. I'm going Bray Wyatt to win the whole thing. Call me crazy. And my person that's not been announced that I think could come in and win it, Samoa Joe. I could be wrong with the whole John Cena thing, and they could bill AJ Styles Samoa Joe for WrestleMania and have Samoa Joe have that Royal Rumble win in his back pocket. I know it seems like a very cheap way because pretty much everyone's clicked on already that Samoa Joe is probably debuting at the Royal Rumble. So that's what I'm going with my surprise entrant that I think could come in and win it. That's been it. Come on, predictions. I want that title back. I've lost count of how many reigns I've had because they've all been pointless little reigns. This time, it's 2017. The dawn of a new era is upon us. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more. And until next time, see you later.